my name is Jenna Gantvine, and this is my Promethean board lesson about types of animals. And I constructed this lesson by using the application ActiveInspire. So this is the title slide right here. This is just to give the kids an idea of like what we're going to be talking about, get them a little bit engaged before we get started. And the purpose of this lesson is to teach kids about different types of animals and how they can distinguish one from the other. So we're going to go to the first slide here. Where I'm going to be talking about mammals in this slide. So you can see that each one of my facts are covered up with this orange covering, and I can click and drag, and on the board I can do this with my fingers. I can click and drag and reveal all of these facts about mammals and how cool they are, and it'll be kind of like the kids will be waiting there and just excited to see what the next fact is to learn more. So I covered this one up with two. Um, yeah, and I have images around the facts to give them an idea of like what mammals look like. They're all different, but they all have similar characteristics like hair. Their vertebrae of spine. They can produce milk to feed their babies, things like that. So yeah, and I put a whale down here because I think at an early age kids automatically think whales are fish. So it's good to get that into their brain early. And I have this really cool reveal here of this platypus, and I said he was weird because platypuses are technically mammals, but they are the only ones to lay eggs. So that's pretty neat. So I called him a weird guy, but I thought that would get a laugh out of the kids. I also here have a link to a website, National Geographic Kids, and this will take them to this website here, and this is going to teach them. This website is going to teach them a little bit more about mammals. The kids that want to, extend their knowledge a little bit more about the subject that we're learning, and it pulls up this huge list of um, mammals. If I can scroll, there we go. List of mammals here, whatever they want. Like, for example, if I click on giraffe, then it's going to bring up a picture, and it's going to give an overview of, it's going to give a little overview about giraffes and, where they live. Just one second. Okay, so it'll pull up this really cool kind of a profile, and it'll show like where, like I said, where they live, um, that they're a mammal. That's important. Kids need that repetition to distinguish one from the other. You have their habitat here, their scientific name. Um, Down here in their endangered status, shows if they're endangered, if the population is pretty plentiful. But yeah, it gives like a couple facts here, like how the young giraffes are called calves here, um, how tall they are when they're born, like cool little fun facts that kids like run home and tell their parents about or their friends, um, stuff like that. So it's a really, really neat website, and it's really fun for the kids. So yeah, the next slide here is going to be about reptiles, which is awesome. Let's see. Yeah, in this next one, uh, we're going to be talking about reptiles, and I'm doing the same thing as I did over there. I'm revealing each fact, like so, and having images to help the kids understand, like, what these would look like, because I can tell them what they look like, but having that image, I think for a lot of kids is going to help out in the long run. So they can put an animal to a fact or something. Next is going to be about birds. Doing the same thing here with the revealing. I'm consistently doing that throughout the presentation. Um, and yep, I got birds here. Just more visuals. The more visuals, the better. Next here, we are going to look at fish, which is awesome. I got a visual here. I got some down here revealing the facts again. Just the usual. Um, Here I have a little click me sign, and this takes you to a YouTube video about fish. It's a cool little video that tells the kids about different fish and stuff like that, and what they're like and where they live, and just a little bit about that. So that's a really neat thing to use. Um, I like it. It gives a little bit more information, just like the website did. But if kids don't, they don't want to read or anything, videos are a great resource. Um, so this is an activity I came up with for the kids to do. So the kids will come up to the board, and I'm giving them images of different kinds of animals. And what they're going to do is use the magic ink tool right here, and they're going to, with their finger, reveal what animal it's going to be. So they're going to tell me first, and then they're going to find out the answer by erasing the cover. See that? Pretty cool. So you can do that pretty easily. It's really fun. I thought it was a really good idea. I gave them a visual like I've been doing consistently, and then they tell me what they've learned. And the last activity is just something really fun to do. It's just a fun way to end the lesson. It's a connect the dots activity. So what they could do is take the pen right here and just draw and connect the dots together to make a really cool image. It's a little hard with the mouse here, but and there you go. You just connect the dots to an elephant, which happens to be a mammal. Just a fun little activity to end the lesson. But yeah, this is what I would use in the classroom. It's ActiveInspire is a great application. I will definitely be using it a lot more in the future. I think this can be utilized so much in the classroom just because this kind of stuff gets the kids up and moving, and they want to learn because they get to be a part of that lesson. So I think that this is a great opportunity for kids, and I'm glad I was able to learn about this because it's going to help a lot of, it'll help inspire a lot of future lessons and stuff. So, yeah.